of you guys are in a situation where a man is proposing to you or getting ready to propose to you, or he already has given you a ring and you guys are getting ready to get married. I don't want to ruin any marriages or anything like that, so please don't take this shit this way. But a lot of you ladies are preparing and planning your weddings, and looking at the cakes and inviting all of your friends for you to get married to yourself. Basically, you're not getting married to him. You're basically getting ready to walk down the aisle by yourself. Just because he's physically there doesn't mean that he's gonna be really there in the marriage. Doesn't mean that he's really gonna be a husband to you. And a lot of you guys, before you do get married and before you do say yes to some of these proposals that may come up, because I'm going to tell you, this is what men do. We start talking about rings and shit, and I mentioned this before, when we get in trouble or when we're at a point where we realize in order to keep you or to keep the benefits that we're receiving from you, we got to start talking about marriage. We got to start talking about long-term things, because we know that some of you guys are getting knowledge, you're getting empowered, and you're getting sick of this shit. So the next way that one of the biggest ways that we can hold on to you is simply by saying, hey, love, we should go look at some rings. I'm really, really thinking that we should get married in the next year. So it's coming, right? So you get all excited, you go get your little bridal magazine. And that's what I want to let you guys know. You guys are going to look really beautiful. You're going to be amazing. It's going to be a grand event. But basically, you're getting ready to walk down the aisle by yourself. And this is why. Your man, your husband, your fiance was never in it for the right reasons to begin with. A lot of times we just want to get married to you guys because it's cheaper to keep you. We got kids. We done been together for 10, 12 years. We got finances together. We have issues. We done displayed things to each other. So fuck it. Why not? Let me go ahead and marry her. Regardless if I'm fucking this other chick or not, I'm going to go ahead and marry her because that's who I have this most time invested with. That doesn't necessarily make that shit right, though. And that's what you guys got to be able to determine and, just be able to figure out, look at that shit, be able to look through the bullshit and say, hey, are you marrying me because you fucking love me, because you who you want to give your life up for and sacrifice and let go all the bullshit and live with me for eternity? Or are you marrying me because it's just the thing to do right now because of how long we've been together, we're getting of age, we got kids, and you don't want to be put on child support? Because that's what a lot of men fear. A lot of men fear leaving your ass, even though he slick want to, and know that you guys might retaliate out of spite or out of anger or out of bitterness or out of confusion and cause him more pain and cause him more troubles. So you really got to look at that. What did this man do? What are some of the things that he have been doing before he proposed to you that really truthfully makes you feel like this individual is marriage quality? Because there is a such thing as boyfriend quality, husband quality, grown man quality, marriage quality, and a lifetime partner quality. Because they have those two, to where basically we're going to be together forever, but you really never will be the definition of a wife or a real woman to me. Stevie J said that shit best, right? So you guys are paying attention. You guys are getting excited, but you're really overlooking a lot of what goes on behind the scenes. If this man has cheated on you several times and all of a sudden for the past 6-7 months, you're getting your shit together, a little bit more time goes by and then he decides to say, you know what, love, I'm tired of cheating on you. I done fucked up. You know what? I realized what I have. Baby, I love you. I want to get married to you. That's a fucking lie. He just don't want to lose what you do for him. Think about it, love. Rent, when you split it in two, go from $1,200, $1,300 to $650. However you function out the bills or whatever you take care of, you maintain the food, take his clothes to the cleaners, you do all the things that a real woman should really do for her man. Hold it down, hold your part, bring in the bills. If not, you might be footing the majority of it, but because he's a man, he's going to get on his knees and propose to hold down what he think he's getting ready to lose. This goes all the way back to independence. I tell you ladies a lot, be more independent and stop being self-sufficient or codependent on these males, making them feel like that you need them. So that way, when they do propose to you and they do give you this bullshit offer of a lifetime, because that's all it is. It's a bullshit offer of a lifetime. You're going to be settled down to this cat, tied down to this cat, legally bonded to this cat. And guess what? You can't do a motherfucking thing but complain 8 months later or hold it in because you really don't want nobody to see you fucking complaining, right? And then you got to sit up here and you got to think about it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not getting married to your ass unless you got a 750 credit score or higher. Exactly. And the reason why I say that is because marriage is not really truthfully about marriage anymore. This shit is like a legal thing. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get married, we go down, we sign them papers. Your credit become my credit. Your debt becomes my debt. I'm affected by you. If I leave you, alimony, this, that, spousal support, insurance. There's all kinds of fucking figures into the marriage. And are you guys really thinking about that when these men propose to you? When these dog-ass men have just got through cheating on you and lying to you and doing this slick, shady shit, and now all of a sudden he wants to marry you because he knows he's getting ready to leave you? Or just because you're pregnant, you think you're ready for marriage? You've already sinned. You've already done what you done did. You're pregnant. You've had premarital sex. So rushing to go get married just because you're pregnant doesn't save your ass or save your relationship or make your relationship any better. I understand that, it looks good and that everybody wants to do it, but does that really make the relationship better? Or do you think it make it better? My personal opinion is you only think it makes it better because that shit doesn't make it better. So basically all I'm saying again is not to keep babbling on. Pay attention to who you're getting ready to marry. Don't rush out there into marriage and make this a grand event for basically you to walk down the aisle by yourself. And then put some real fucking dedication into marriage. Don't let somebody tell you, well, I'm going to just run down there and sign the paperwork and we're quote unquote married. Love, have a ceremony. It's a grand event. It's a biblical event. It's something that very few people are actually doing and it actually means it. So if it's in your heart when you was a little girl and you want to have the big, beautiful ball, take your time. A committed man will be there regardless. And what a lot of you don't understand, and this is how I know these marriages are really fucking fake and not real to begin with, you are married in your heart before you even walk down that aisle. You're faithful before you even walk down that aisle. You will give your life to her, for him, whatever the situation may be, your qualities and standards of a marriage, all of that exists before you even walk down that aisle. So don't think that just because you walk down that aisle, he's going to change now. No, he's just going to get better at hiding that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Because now he's married, he really has to cover his tracks. Matter of fact, let me go pay for this app on my motherfucking Samsung right quick so that way she don't see none of my text messages. Because before, I used to just delete them. So really pay attention to that. Again, marriage is something that's really sacred, something really positive. It's a really beautiful thing when it really means something. But I got to tell you guys, stop fucking getting married for no reason. Stop marrying convenience or marrying for convenience and stop walking down the aisle by yourself because that's what you're doing.